Hi everybody, here we are, week 2 of Spring into Core. I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as possible to keep everything in one video. So here we go. As always, we're going to start on the ground. Coming into that cat-cow position, we're going to have them go through cat-cow about 3 to 4 times back to a neutral spine. So no tuck in the seat. And then working on our bird dog, but not getting that flexion in the back. So we'll start with that right leg sliding back. Slide those toes back first. Find that squeeze in the seat. Lift that left arm, neutral neck, neutral head. And we're going to lift up just till we feel that seat catch. Hold it here, holding 2 8 counts. Then we'll release it. Switch sides, slide that foot back. Again, squeeze through that seat. Nice square hips. Lift that right arm, neutral neck. Hold 2 8 counts. Then bring it down. Setting up for plank, we'll go into our forearm plank all the way down. Option to be on the knees for balance or long legs. Curl those toes under, push it back. Neutral spine, we're going to talk them through their plank, holding it for 1 minute on those forearms. Then straight arm plank right into it. Again, about another 30 seconds holding here. We'll pike hips, down dog. Walk those feet in if they need to. Pedal the feet out. Head's going to hang heavy. Nice long spine, tailbone's tipping towards the ceiling. Walk those feet in. Find our weights as we come to standing, setting up for arms. So arms this week, we're going to have feet in a second position. So heels are just wider than our shoulders, wider than your hips. Toes are turned out, and we're going to plie down. So firing those legs right away. Shoulders back and down, arms start nice and long. Coming down, lift it up. 2 8 counts, slow count. Then you'll speed it up. 2 more 8 counts on tempo. That last one, you're going to hold at the top, frame the face, tiny lifts up. 4 8 counts. From here, we're going to bring it down, lift it up. 4 8 counts. We're going to take it to an open, close. 4 8 counts, hold that open, come down, lift up to where we were. 4 8 counts. You can cue them to sink lower into that plie. Really use those legs. So after those 4 8 counts, we're going to start to lift and arms are going to come up with it. So circle arms up, drop it down, deep plie. 4 8 counts. That last one, you're going to hold it down. Arms come to a V position. Tiny lifts. 4 8 counts. Thumbs will rotate down, pinkies up, shoulders back and down. 4 8 counts again, lift. Large range of motion, drop it all the way down, lift it up. 4 8 counts. That last one, you'll hold at the top, soften and reach. 4 8 counts. Final hold here for 6 counts. 5 4 3 2 and 1. Bring those arms down. Walk those feet in. Setting up for biceps. Feet are stacked directly underneath our hip bones now. So I'll flip this just so you can see. So feet directly underneath the hip bones. Soft bend in those knees. No tuck in the seat. Nice neutral spine. So coming back, facing you. Option here this week, we're going to give them the option to come on to releve. So keep that soft bend in the knees, heels lifted. Okay, if they want to keep flat feet as well as we go into the biceps. So just a little added challenge in those legs. We're going to start palms forward, curl it up. 4 8 counts. Then we're going to come to a turned out position slightly. 4 8 counts. Palms will flip on that last one. Hammerhead curls. 1 arm at a time, bringing it in. 4 8 counts. Then we will walk those arms up, keep that hammerhead position. 4 more 8 counts. Last one, we're going to walk those arms together. So you'll finish framing the face. And that last 8 count, both arms will come in, setting up for triceps. Arms go back. So coming back, you will drop those heels going into your triceps. I'm going to turn on profile for you guys. So feet under those hip bones, elbows nice and high, arms long behind you. Starting with full range motion, we're going to bring it all the way in and out. 4 8 counts. Cue to close ribs on front body. Soft bend in those knees. So after the last set of 8 counts, hold it out, tiny lifts. 4 8 counts, arms stay super long. Then we're gonna hold that length, palms are gonna flip up, 4 8 counts. Squeeze it in, 4 8 counts. Hold that squeeze in, lift up, hold it. Again, squeeze in, hold it, lift up, hold it. Then small circles, cue it up, out, and around. So really tiny circles with your arms. They're holding length. Take it, lift, up, and around. 4 8 counts. You'll do a final hold, lift up, hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they will release it. Arms will come down. They'll take their weights down to the floor. We're going to go through our shoulder stretch, right arm across, tricep stretch, stretch it out. Sorry, I cut my head off. Palms behind you, roll those shoulders down so palms stay together. Small little lift, drop that head, get that stretch. Then we're going to cue them to come back down to the ground, setting up for their push-ups. So again, 30 push-ups total. You can mix up your push-ups that you do. This week, let's try and incorporate the ball for at least one set of our push-ups. So this is going to really challenge their stability, challenge their balance. Ball's going to go underneath one hand, other hand on the ground. So similar to how we do when we use our handbag for our handbag push-ups. Option to be on the knees always. So bring it down and push it up. So you'll do 10 with under the left, 10 under the right, and then we can just finish with 10 traditional push-ups here this week. So 10 with the ball on each side, and then 10 traditional push-ups all the way down, all the way up. So that will be your 30 push-ups. After the last one, cue them back to child's pose, forehead on the ground. Get that stretch, heart's melting towards the mat. Walk the fingertips right, side body stretch. And then left, side body stretch. Back to center. Slowly round it up. And then we're going to find our way to standing, setting up for our seat work today. So you'll have them come to standing. They will go to the bar. So everything was done in the center of the room to start. Now coming to the bar, set up. So I'm going to use the wall just to demo. Let me adjust this. So my head's going to be cut off, but I want you guys to see my lower body here. So setting up. They will be facing the bar for this. I'm just doing this on profile so you can see the alignment of where my knee is in relation to my other knee. So you're going to start feet directly underneath the hip bones, soft bend in the knees, shoulders are back, neutral spine, so no tuck, just nice neutral spine. You're going to have them bend their right knee in half, heel close to the seat, and then you're going to tell them to send their right knee behind their left. That's going to get a deeper grip in their seat. And then just a small little tuck down, not really big where we're rounding all the way through their back. You want their shoulders back. But just enough of a tuck to get a deeper engagement in the seat. Heel closer to the seat again. Push that knee back 1 more inch. 4 8 counts, tiny presses back with the toe pointed. Then you're going to flex through the foot. 4 8 counts, pressing it back. Square hips, square shoulders. After you do that, you're going to put it together. It's going to be a point back, flex back, point back, flex back. Notice I'm not coming really far forward and I'm not releasing my back. I'm keeping everything really engaged. Small controlled movement. A cue that helps is to tell them to get the movement from a contraction in their seat and not a big movement through their hip. So again, it's 4 8 counts pointing, 4 8 counts flexing, 4 8 counts putting it together. Once they're done with that, you're going to have them hold that point back, reclaim that small little tuck, then leg is going to extend long out at a diagonal, energize that right hip forward. So top of right knee is facing towards the ground, super long leg, I'm pointing through my toe. I'm going to lift up, drop it down, lift, drop. I'm lifting towards a back angle, lift it up, drop. 4 8 counts. You'll hold that lift, finishing with 4 tiny lifts or 4 8 counts tiny lifts. Hold it there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. We'll stretch it out. Right ankle on top of left thigh. Sit into that chair position. Get that stretch. Back to standing. And then repeat everything on the left side. So again, turning towards the bar. Set up feet underneath those hip bones. Small little tuck. 4 8 counts pointing. 4 8 counts flexing. 4 8 counts with it together. Leg extends long after that hold. 4 8 counts getting that lift. And then hold that lift. 4 more 8 counts pulsing it up. Final hold. Stretch. Come down. After your seat work, you'll go into your dancer stretch and bar stretch. And then setting up for thighs. Facing the bar, feet underneath the hip bones, starting with our calf raises, shoulders back and down. Full range motion all the way up, all the way down. 4 8 counts. Hold that lift. You're going to come halfway down, lift it up. 2 8 counts. Then tiny pulses at the top, 2 more 8 counts. And they're done with their calf raises. Legs are warmed up, calves are fired up, thighs are ready to go. First set this week, we're going to do a combination with a curtsy or our skaters. So you're facing the bar, hands are on the bar. Starting with that right foot, you're going to come down into your curtsy. Notice shoulders are over hips. I'm not folding forward. We're going to step it out. Nice plie and curtsy. 4 8 counts. After that last 8 count from the curtsy, we're going to add on. We're going to take it up to a knee raise using those obliques. So curtsy, lift it up, knee. Curtsy, knee lifts up, work those obliques. 4 8 counts. After that last one, and you can have your girls on profile for this, so the bar would be on my left side. They'd be facing all one direction rather than facing the bar. This works for sake of room if you have a really big class. So after that 4th 8 count of lifting that knee, we're in that curtsy. We're going to add a kick. So knee up, kick it out. Nice deep curtsy. 4 8 counts. Heart rate's going to be up by this point. This is where that cardio is coming in. Last one after that 4th 8 count, we're going to hold it there. Heels flat in front. Finish with 4 more 8 counts, just pulsing it down. And then they are done with that side. You will switch other side. Again, you start curtsy, plie, 4 8 counts. Then it's a curtsy, knee lift. Curtsy, knee lift. Use those obliques. Then it's a curtsy kick. Curtsy, kick. Last one, 4 8 counts, hold it there. And then that set is done. So heart rate's now up. Girls are nice and warm, maybe a little out of breath, but we want to keep that heart rate up. So don't give them much time in between sets. Just keep them going. From there, heels are going to come together. Toes are open just about 4 inches. Good cue. Everyone's turnout's different, so this is a happy medium. Lift those heels up. Dive the knees forward. I'll turn on profile. So knees are forward of those toes. We're going to start with a down an inch, up an inch. Engage that corset, everything's pulling in. We'll hold it down. Press down. 4 8 counts. Hold that press down. Tuck, release. 4 8 counts. After the last one, release that tuck. Knees press back. Back. So widen through the knees. Press it back. 4 8 counts. Press back, hold it. Sink down, hold it. Press back, hold it. Sink down, hold it. I would do that at least 4 times. Final hold, have them come a little bit lower. Hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. That's your last bit of that second set. Final